shout out to executive producer Christina Jones, who's sponsoring Community Reactions. Her insight and breakdowns are next level, and she has helped our channel out plenty of times. Check out Black Girl Couch Reviews podcast, a solo talk, unfiltered recap of your favorite TV shows geared to make you laugh. Link to the podcast is in the video description below. Be sure to check it out.
Welcome back to another Real Talk Reaction. This one is for the EXPANSE Season 5, Episode number 6.
Yes, and we got a couple comments to feature. First from our patrons and a couple then from YouTube. Starting with executive producer Liz Sith, who said, I loved your reaction, guys. This episode was filled with drama and I loved every minute of it. Wow. Naomi's situation is peak, and I like how the writers are playing with her emotions this season, and Marco's emotional abuse towards Philip and Naomi in this episode was unreal. Also, I knew that last Rocinante scene was inevitable when I saw Sakai shoot Fred in the chest, because I remembered she was the main engineer on the Rocinante who was helping Naomi in the first episode, and how Holden didn't realize she was the main engineer who was in charge of putting the ship back together is beyond me, because they had plenty of conversations with each other regarding the maintenance of the ship, and after what she did to Fred, how we didn't make sure everything was okay. Oh, I feel like that's a good point. Before flying was baffling to me, and if not for Naomi's warning everyone, would be dead in that ship. Rest in peace, Tiny. Amos with the killer suplex was gangster. Also, Amos helping Clarissa was adorable, and I'm looking forward to their journey ahead. Hopefully Alex and Bobby are fine, and that final move from Alex was gangster, because I genuinely thought that was it for them. Can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah, that belly to back suplex was serious.
That was crazy. Alright, then executive producer Christina says, Marco is so diabolical and distractingly attractive. It's quite the whirlwind hating him in the present, but also wishing I could get the DVD version of the love story that once was before his hatred and nefarious nature poisoned it. Facts. I would watch that too.
I don't need all that. I see where we at now.
Imagine if he were like a good person. Alas, he lashes out at his son by degrading him after his mom rejected his overture to join the family for a meal, even offering her the Martian trash she probably likes now. That he's the master strategist and calculated leader one minute, and a vindictive manipulator in his personal interactions is quite the dichotomy of character. He leaves very little room for remorse, and yet Keon plays good at showing the bitter, broken, posturing teen behind his eyes and sometimes in his stance. Naomi wrote the Gamora code that blew up the ship that killed 516 people. Since everyone can't hold water, she figured out, as of course Marco would find it poetic, to use their greatest victory instrument she wrote to kill not only her family and herself, but all of Tycho Station. Damn. That's so fucked up on so many levels. Jesus. Sakai was planning to go out with the station. She worked on the repairs, but Naomi was with her as the only Rossi crew can access his ship, but clearly their trust was misplaced. Yeah, clearly. Poor Jim, that message was the saddest shit ever. He needs a hug, but his closet companion is a man that kind of owes him his life, who has a hard-on for making every belter he encounters want to side with Marco. Seriously, dude, chillax. Yeah, he's just creating enemies left and right. That guy's a dick. Completely a douche. Alright, a couple comments from YouTube, starting with C. Bricklin, who says, Alex and Bobby only dumped the reactor core. They didn't dump the reactor engine, and they can still restart it and move again. The reactor core is just a compartment within the Epstein fusion drive engine that contains the reaction itself that the ship draws propulsion, thrust, and general power from. Most ships have more than just one, and you have secondary or tertiary drive cores that you can use either when the first one gets damaged or raptured, and you have to dump it, or in concert with another one in bigger ships. The only caveat is that it takes some time to restart a new reaction and drive, which means the belters will have time to catch up with them, likely before they can move again. If you're Star Trek fans, think of it a bit like warp core, which on the Enterprise or any other Starfleet ship is not the engine itself, but rather the antimatter core that the ship gets power from. They've shown plenty of episodes and movies where they dump the warp core and will still be able to get back to warp after installing a backup core. Same principle as here, except here the Epstein drive is a nuclear fusion drive and not a warp drive. Hey, thanks for dropping knowledge.
Wow, that's our in-house NASA employee right there.
Appreciate that. Then we got Kirk Darling coming through saying, I second Christina Jones' comments about the reaction of belters to the oppression of Mars and Earth. Even in this episode, as Holden and Bull are interrogating Sakai, I'm probably saying her name wrong, sorry guys. They still don't get it. Unfortunately, Fred didn't get it either, but we saw it when Dawes outmaneuvered him in front of other Belters back in Season 2. In the Expanse universe, a core dump just means they shoved out the active fusion material, plasma from the engine. It's not like a warp core dump in Star Trek. It's been done at least once before on the show. A pirate ship did it trying to escape Ashford. They have more fusion fuel pellets and can restart the engine, but it will take a while to restart.
Alright, so bottom line, they're going to be alright.
They're going to be cool.
Yeah, they're going to be alright.
As long as they can get started quickly.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem to be...
You got to turn that key real hard, man. And pump that gas.
Then Techno Pirate came through, dropped a couple comments, so I'm going to read them all at once. One was, Alex only ejected the plasma in their engine core, not the engine itself.
Yeah.
Had the Rocinante exploded, it would have taken out all of Tycho Station. Each ship engine is a small fusion reactor. They would have went up like a small nuclear bomb.
And that's what old girl's waiting on.
That's what she was hoping would have happened.
She was like, yeah, I'm about to die anyway.
Right.
So it's all good. Y'all don't even know.
And then last of Techno's comment, man, this season is going to be lit. I won't spoil where they are going in the show or the books. It's just awesome. Appreciate that. No spoilers.
I already know where they're going.
No, you don't.
They're going through the holes.
And then as Kula says, you got to be super emotionally intelligent to be a manipulator on Marco's level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's a psychopath.
I mean, he's no different than any psycho on the planet Earth back in the day, in their day. But I mean,
back on the planet Earth?
Yeah,
back in the day.
Back in their day.
Back on this little rock that we live on?
Just little marble.
Alright, let's get to episode 6 right now.
Pull whatever strings I can to help locate him.
I appreciate that. They're ready for you in the sit room, sir.
Thank you.
Would you like to join in?
My degree is in drone avionics. I spent my career designing package delivery systems. The only reason I got into Parliament is because I thought the person running the local transit authority was an idiot, and I thought I could do a much better job. And I won a seat. We were only able to beat back the attack because of you. I'd like you to join my provisional cabinet. Please.
Of course.
Thank you.
Can I be like...
We have never seen Chrissy so, like, vulnerable.
I'll be with you in the
Even when she was shot, she didn't seem so, like...
She still bossed up. Well, I mean, her husband must be...
Yeah, babe, this is... I'm saying,
Yeah.
like...
And she's not in control. Like,
But she also just found purpose again, too. She's like, let me get my shit together.
putting shit back on now. Give me a fucking mirror. She's like, shit, now I gotta go out here crying. Get myself together, get my composure. I gotta go be strong for the world.
Oh, this is Amos. Fucking crazy.
She's coming down off that.
You feel better?
No, I have a story to write.
Too bad.
So if you want me off this ship, you're gonna have to drag me.
You got it.
Look, I've already been kidnapped once. For all we know, there could be more Naro Scoons running around on Tycho. I'd rather take my chances here.
You know, when we find these pricks, the ride's gonna get a little rough. You ever been in high-G maneuvers before?
Mm-hmm. On this ship. When we were the first people to go through the ranks.
So, any questions? I'm a motherfucking vet, bitch. Okay?
Take a seat.
Alright. Back for the first time, goddamn.
And we out.
Make sure your vac suit's ready. You'll be needing it soon.
Will do.
Monica Stewart is authorized for ship systems guest access privileges only.
Alright, Captain.
If something goes wrong.
That's something she left for?
Yeah. Oh shit.
No, don't look at him. I asked you.
Spare her life.
Mm.
Please.
My son has a kind heart.
Somebody getting spaced. She'll do it though.
I have more important things to do.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck with you right now. I know you don't want to let it get me.
Would you really have spaced her?
What do you think?
I think that if you do want it done,
I'll do it.
next time ask me.
Right. Because I will do it.
Oh, I didn't know you were that crazy.
That's why he didn't ask
Yeah.
her. Because he has to manipulate. He has to make people feel like shit.
Because you see, I just seen his face right there. Like, I'm not that fucking crazy. I just, I'm just talking.
So am I. I've never seen the two of you like that before. I thought you were going to come to blows. Wouldn't be the first time.
Ooh, Philip's going through some perspectives.
You deserve to die for what you did. You think that's funny?
No. But I can tell my people are alright.
Your people. You don't even think of our family as your own anymore.
No, I haven't seen you on like.
I guess I don't. I'm more sorry about that than you'll ever know.
You would never have been able to hide him. You would have been killed.
I knew that.
I didn't know there's so many trees in the world.
This is one of the first reforestation trials in North America. It's been around almost 150 years.
I hope that somebody got a compass.
Yeah?
You never came up on a field trip?
No?
I thought everyone had to come plant a tree for a week and appreciate the carbon cycle.
Not me.
This is one of my grandfather's charities. My family helped to fund it. Dad kept it up after he died.
Something in it for him?
No? Dad just liked trees.
Right there.
You okay?
I'm just burning through the last of the implant blocking agents and it's making my muscles cramp. That's all it is.
How much longer
Sure.
will it snow?
No?
Cottage.
Is he alive?
Was.
No. Sit down. I'll take care of this.
Obviously, he was alive at some point.
No, he was just born dead.
He just been
He
here.
just showed up here dead.
He wanted to be cool.
So he's dead?
You said he was?
No, your dad. He said that he liked trees, not that he likes trees. I hadn't heard that he died. I don't watch the news feed much.
I don't think he's dead. But after I went into prison, I didn't hear from him. At all.
The cities are a sneeze and a slap away from everyone killing each other over a can of ham. You feeling all right, miss? You look a little pale.
I broke my hand.
I do have a little something we could drink.
Is he a bad guy?
It's not much, but take the edge off the cold.
They always
No,
start
thank you.
nice.
We should get going.
I recommend you head due southways before you cut east. There's a guy that's fenced off a couple acres and he's offering to shoot anyone who comes too close.
Why?
One of these end of times, fellas. Probably can't believe how lucky he is all this happened.
Thank you. We'll keep an eye out.
We just take all your shit. Thank you, kind sir. On the way. 'Cause we definitely can't sleep here, 'cause we don't know you.
Well, I hope we know how to make fire.
Well, everybody should. Oh, yeah, flashlight though.
Let's get that drink. Maybe a few more hours by that fire. I feel like I haven't been warm in years. What's going on?
Making sure he's not following us.
It's harmless.
Maybe. The thing about civilization is it keeps you civil. Get rid of one, you can't count on the other.
It's like you've done this before.
I grew up like this. Everyone else is playing catch up. People are tribal. The more settled things are, the bigger the tribes can be. Churn comes and the tribes get small again. Right now, you and I are a tribe of two.
Better than one. I don't think he's coming.
Oh my god, he's gonna just show up.
Yeah. Good. We'll go this way.
He probably got a shotgun.
Towards the crazy asshole who's shooting people?
Yep.
Yep. Towards the crazy guy who's shooting people. Yeah, well, actually, my house. I just want to make sure nobody came down. She looks like she should be in the Matrix, don't she?
Are you worried about Camila?
You?
I asked you first.
I'm worried about us. All of us. Especially Camila.
So your answer is yes.
A loss. The loss is still fresh. I worry about that.
She having sex with both of
Me
them?
too. We cannot let her do anything rash.
I know.
And associates. Thank you for coming.
Not wrong.
This is a war room.
For what you started.
For war I want.
Is it over? I must have missed the inner's offer.
Is it
of
over?
surrender.
So funny, drama.
I knew there was a reason I liked you.
You know, I liked.
That's easy to guess. He came here in his ship.
You know the song he sang when you spaced him? It wasn't fear. He used to sing it to his daughter.
Oh my god.
And to keep his mind steady in trying times.
A sentimental man.
You killed him. And you killed Fred.
They fought and lost and died because they betrayed all Belters to do the Ina's bidding. Which you would not.
I'm beginning to regret my decision.
Marco, we came to talk about the future, not the past.
Yes. What about food? Earth is the only source for live soil and complex biologicals. Belt allowed us still need to eat.
Those are good questions, which deserve serious answers. Earth has always used agriculture to control us. Here are some facts and figures from Nikos Andrani. You might have heard of him from a little project he was involved in, the Ganymede Ag Domes. There will be thin years at first, but within a decade, the belt will have the agricultural production levels of Earth and surpass it.
How?
Free of colonial control, we will have no limit. I invite you to join the Free Navy. Add your strength, your reputation to ours.
Or else.
Or leave. Then go in peace. I do not expect me to protect.
Anyone there?
No, he ain't just standing there all night like that, baby.
I'm not disrespecting your property, sir.
Come in peace.
Just want to talk trade. Don't shoot me. You stepped on my land. I did. But I announced myself. I heard you had rifles.
I do. And my son does too.
He ain't lying.
What's it to you?
I got a water recycler. I just need something to hunt food on my way up north.
Where is the recycler?
Just off the trail. Half a click south.
Stop where you are. We won't need to worry about hunting. Throw down your weapons.
I don't have any
I ain't
weapons.
got no
That's
damn
why I'm here.
Strip them.
What?
You say you don't have any weapons? Stand where you are and strip down.
Alright,
Once I know you're clean, we'll talk.
go. Well, that partner, it's cold out here, man. You wanna check my ass too?
You should have stepped on your shirt or your shoes.
Do a 360.
Now, unless you think I got a pistol up my ass, we both can agree I'm unarmed. Recycle's worth more than an extra rifle.
Why ain't come with
Yeah.
that bullshit?
But I can go get that cycler myself. Don't need you.
Oh, she took her pill.
Not her pill, she snapped her toothing.
Yeah, a little. So much for
She
them
be
cramps.
raging out. She ain't even.
So I guess his son ain't really real.
Exchanging crew promotes unity throughout the Free Navy. All factions are one.
He's not crew, he's family.
Let me introduce you to mine. Philip. My son. This is Kamina Drama. A patriot. And a good friend of your mother. They were together on the Behemoth before Naomi left her to join her in hers.
And by doing so, saved every soul in the system.
I'd like to hear that story.
Not the time. Perhaps.
Oh, I thought he was being sarcastic. I think he was serious. He actually does.
Make sure you tell Naomi where to find your man.
So that shows you he doesn't know anything about what his mom has actually been doing.
Is there anything you'd like me to tell your mother?
There's no need. I can tell.
No.
Thank you.
There's no
Good to
need. I can
see
tell her
you.
myself that she's on the ship right now.
As always. Chama. Chama.
He let it slip, baby. So you see what they're doing? Every time they introduce a faction, they take one of your crewmates that are.
Break her thumb too?
That's why she's been wearing the sling the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
But then she just went fucking ham.
Yeah,
Yeah. She was only thinking about her broken hand at the moment.
I mean, that's a dumbass doomsday shit he got. That's all I know.
Try not to worry. I'm not gonna let anything hurt you.
It's supposed to be underground.
She's like, dude,
Thanks.
I just saved you. Like, you were about to get shot, but thanks.
I heard you talking in your sleep. You said something about monsters and being afraid.
It was a thing from prison. Creative writing class. Stupid.
Okay.
You could have killed you.
Yeah. But you would have died on the road. We needed better supplies and rest, and this is where all those things were.
Does it bother you?
No.
You kill people?
It was worth the risk.
That's not what I mean. Yeah, the guy was a creep, but if he hadn't been, would we have done something different?
We needed supplies.
We went out of our way to murder someone and take his stuff just because we needed it. It's not the kind of thing good people do.
Yeah, you just talk about
Even
the whole
bad
civilization.
people trying to live like good ones.
Yeah. Holden never would have approved a move like that.
I heard him. Holden would have never.
I need to get back to my crew.
Yeah, I gotta get back up there.
Because I'm gonna
I was spiral, yeah. You know, I'll be in the ring. Alright, that was episode 5-6 of The Expanse, and excuse me, there's a whole bunch that's about to start conversion going on. The Earth, the Belters, Amos need to get back up there, but what they just experienced down there on Earth is some straight Earth savage shit right there at Doomsday. That's exactly what would happen at the end of the world type shit. I mean, just, YOLO, man. Yeah, and solo. Everybody just, you out for yourself. So this episode was more of like a filler, just to get all the pieces into place for some more shit that's probably about to set off. But I'm liking it. I think drama, they probably already go now, so she can't help Naomi get out of there. But her son is a very, very big crack in the foundation that I think will be, them two will be joining forces against his daddy, and then they'll probably be getting out of there somehow, some way. I don't know. But Marco's going to have to die hard for real. So it's going to be a lot of revenge that's happening, and I really feel sorry for all the other Belters who really don't want to participate in everything that's going on.
They don't have a choice at this point.
But yeah, I feel everybody. You really ain't got a choice. So a lot of interesting developments that's happening, and I'm here for all of it. I love the dude.
Yes, again, solid episode. I think specifically with Drummer, I loved everything with Drummer being on screen and finally seeing Marco. I know that had to be so difficult for her to hold her composure.
Yeah.
I thought it was so great that Philip let it slip about Naomi. I know Drummer's going to put it together. How that plays out, and if Drummer puts in a plan as far as trying to help Naomi escape, how that plays out, I can't wait to see. But I think it's so annoying that Marco is so clever and strategic that he has this whole setup now too that once we know that you're going to join our faction, we're taking one of your guys and we're sending one of you guys on your ship. So that he keeps all of his hands in all the pies, so there's no way for anybody to do something outside of his knowledge.
Yeah.
Freaking genius.
Yeah.
So annoying. But it was great to see that little kink in Philip's armor, but I'm worried about that too, because Marco's obviously paying attention to that. He's like, I don't like any of that. I'm not cool with that. This is not where I want this to go. But I thought all of that is fascinating, as it always is. Anything involving Marco is just manipulation and entertaining. As far as Amos and Clarissa, Amos is adorable. Like, he is so sweet and so taking care of her, and it's just so endearing.
Yeah.
But I absolutely loved everything about that last line, that he needs to get back to his family, because that's what helps him stay the best version of himself as possible. Because on his own, he relents, he goes back to some of his other tactics, and you know that, and he knows his family wouldn't approve of some of his decision making, but he needs them to be his conscience, because he can't carry that on his own.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for The Expanse, Season 5, Episode number 6. And until next time, people.